Among Hell's Paradise, Jigokuraku fans, one of the most unsettling and fascinating ideas is the theory that Gabimaru's wife may not actually exist. Rather than being a real person, she may be an illusion, something born from trauma, manipulation, or psychological conditioning. Although the story presents her as Gabimaru's emotional anchor and sole reason for wanting to live, subtle details throughout the series make some readers question whether she was ever truly there. Gabimaru is raised as a merciless assassin, taught to suppress emotions and view life as disposable. Yet his wife is described as kind, compassionate, and openly loving, everything the shinobi village stands against. She accepts Gabimaru without fear or judgment and encourages him to value life. This stark contrast feels almost too perfect, leading some to believe she represents an ideal rather than a real individual shaped by the same brutal environment. Another detail that fuels this theory is how the narrative handles her presence. Gabimaru's wife exists almost entirely through his memories and inner visions. She rarely, if ever, interacts directly with other characters, and the audience never sees her influence events independently of Gabimaru. Everything known about her comes from his point of view, making her feel less like a fully realized character and more like a reflection of his inner world. Some interpretations suggest that Gabimaru's wife could be the result of psychological manipulation by the village chief. The chief repeatedly insists that Gabimaru is human and capable of emotion, possibly using the idea of love and marriage as a way to control him. In a world where mind manipulation, altered memories, and deceptive techniques are common, the possibility that Gabimaru's happiest memories were manufactured cannot be dismissed outright. The themes of Hell's Paradise further support this interpretation. Illusions, hallucinations, and distorted realities play a central role throughout the series, especially on the island of Shinsen. Characters are frequently forced to confront manifestations of their deepest desires, regrets, and fears. Within this context, Gabimaru's wife can be seen as the embodiment of his suppressed humanity, a symbol of the life he was never allowed to have. Whether she is real or not, the emotional impact remains the same. Gabimaru's desire to survive and return to her drives his entire journey. If she is an illusion, then his struggle is not about reunion, but about self-acceptance and reclaiming his humanity. His love becomes less about another person and more about his belief that he deserves to live and be loved. The series itself never confirms that Gabimaru's wife is an illusion. Canon presents her as real, but Hell's Paradise thrives on ambiguity and symbolism. The lack of concrete answers allows fans to explore deeper psychological and thematic interpretations without contradicting the story outright. Ultimately, the theory does not weaken Gabimaru's character, it strengthens it. Whether his wife is real or imagined, she represents hope in a world defined by death. She is the reason Gabimaru continues forward, and perhaps that alone is what truly matters.